ceremony. This is a very...
That's all I get?
For now.
Yeah, this is
You ought to see what you have to do to drink this.
yeah, you're not done yet.
Okay, so now, everybody's got a little bit?
No.
Here, Andrew needs some.
Grab one.
Ron needs some. Anybody else?
You got yours. You got the bottle.
Robin, do you want some? We're going to toast your flight.
Yay! I'm so excited I did that.
Wasn't that fun?
Oh, it was a
Okay,
riot.
so what I need you to do, because we took off from Mother Earth,
Okay.
landed on Mother Earth, we're going to drink from Mother Earth. So I need you to sit right there in front of you, kneel down, set your, you don't have to kneel just yet,
Oh,
but you can set that down if you would. Now we're going to go over a history lesson of ballooning, and after the history lesson we're going to say a prayer. This is a very old prayer, this is a very factual story.
okay.
At the end of the prayer, when you hear the words Mother Earth, I need you with your hands behind your back, kneel down, with your teeth, grab your champagne, and drink all your champagne from Mother Earth. We Americans like...
Through your teeth.
We Americans
Oh
like to...
my God.
We like to think that we came up with aviation, but it's not true. It was the Wright brothers in 1783, not the Montgolfier brothers in 1783, not the Wright brothers in 1903.
Okay.
They were paper makers, and they lived on a farm in those days, just like everybody in France.
Okay.
And they were out there burning some scraps, and one of them happened to be shaped like a sack, and they threw it in the fire, and Uncle Witness said, "That's right, there's something magic in smoke. What if we build a great big sack and fill it full of magic smoke?" And you apply something, and went right to work on the idea. Built a great big sack, they built a smoke fire. How do you build a smoke fire?
Walmart bag.
Walmart bag,
Firestone tires.
because they're not safe. What else? Horse manure, wet hay. They built this big smoky fire and put this great big sack in underwear. Yeah. Up it came, full of hot magic smoke. They threw a duck, a goat, and a chicken in the gondola, cut the ropes, and off the duck, the goat, and the chicken went. They were the first aviators. Went up in the air, and as it came back down into a neighboring, this is factual now. As it came down into a neighboring farm, the peasants were out there, and they panicked. They looked up there, and they saw a goat's head. They thought it was a crop monster from hell. It sounded like a duck, a goat, and a chicken. See that goat's head belching all this black smoke coming out of the sky? They thought it was a crop monster from hell, and they went into the barn and they got their weed whacker, chainsaw, pitchfork, torch, and the backhoe, everything you have on the farm back in 1783 to kill the crop monster from hell.
Wait a
And
minute,
went out, shredded-
1783 they had backhoes?
No, they didn't.
Okay.
She's paying attention.
Shredded it to bits. And then all the commotion, the goat stepped on the chicken's wing and broke it. So the chicken's running around with a broken wing, and the goat's upset. The peasants were furious. The Montgolfiers ran up because now their new aircraft they just worked so hard was destroyed. And the peasants said, "We don't know what you're up to, but we're going to tell the king. We're going to tell the king about what you're up to. We don't like you to have you as neighbors over there." So they told the king, and the king says, "I want those Montgolfiers in front of my throne tonight." Well, the Montgolfiers weren't stupid. They showed up that night to the king. They had champagne for the king, and they had chicken dinner. So they fed the king up a good chicken dinner and fed him lots of champagne. And the king says, "I don't know what you guys are up to, but we're a civilized nation. We're not going to get off the ground. Men are not supposed to fly." And he says, "King, we're not into hocus pocus. We're not into any of that. What we did is we just noticed that smoke goes up." They explained. They built the sack, the paper makers, and we built this great big sack, put that hot magic smoke in there, we flew a duck, a goat, and a chicken, and the peasants were furious. I mean, nobody had ever seen it. So the king got to feeling pretty good after his third bottle of champagne. He says,
Well, I would too.
he said, this could be, you could be onto something here. So you think we can fly some people? He said, yeah. And the king, the light went on in the king's head because the king was pissed off at the Pope. The Pope, the church taught that men would never fly. That was reserved for angels. So the king says, go after it. Go get it done. Well, the Montgolfiers were excited. They went back to the farm and they went back to work on a great big new balloon. In the meantime, a French nobleman, a couple of them, went into the dungeon down under the king's castle. You know the dude with the wizard hat with a star in it?
Yeah.
It was an alchemist. He says, "What do you think we're onto here?" He said, "Well, it's not hocus pocus. We think gases expand as you heat them up and occupy the same volume, and that's why you're creating that lift. We think he's onto science. We don't think it's hocus pocus." And so the Pilatre went up to the king. His name is Pilatre, where we get the word pilot today. He says, "Think about this, king. If you take somebody off a death row and put them in there, they're going to have nobility. Let us do this, take the responsibility to do this." And the king says, "It's your job." Well, they set a date in November 1783, right downtown Paris, right next to what?
Eiffel Tower.
No, right next to the Eiffel Tower. Was it there yet?
Nope.
No. One goat yet. We're just trying to set the plate. And hundreds of thousands of people came out to witness this first manned flight from all over Europe. They brought everything they needed from the farm to build a hot smoky fire. What did they use?
Firestone tires.
Walmart bag.
And women's underwear.
And women's, all that stuff. Up comes this, first though.
Wait a minute, I don't have to take off my underwear, do I?
No.
Okay.
You don't need to.
Not yet.
That's later.
So up comes this big, new, beautiful balloon. Where can you see a replica of that balloon today? Paris, in downtown Las Vegas, right
Yeah.
on the strip. That's the Montgolfier balloon. That was it.
My favorite restaurant.
Yeah, well, it's French. Anyway, up comes this big, beautiful balloon. Everybody was in awe. Big smoky fire. Pilatre and his buddy steps on there. And then, of course, the Montgolfiers get out their Leatherman, cut those ropes, and off the first manned flight took off. History books say it went way up. They probably thought they were way up. And as it began to cool off and come down, the people, once again, out in the countryside, they didn't know what was going on in the big city. So they see this big artful thing coming out of the sky at them, belching black smoke with two human figures. The history books say that the peasants swore that that was the devil himself coming to get them. They panicked just like the peasants before. And what did they go into the barn and get? They got weed whackers, chainsaws, pitchforks, torches, backhoe. They came out, and as they were going to shred it to bits, they didn't want to lose a second aircraft. So Pilatre and his buddy steps off the gondola and says, no, we're men. We're Frenchmen, just like you. Come and join us in Champagne. This is our new aircraft. And they shut off the backhoe, dropped all the farm implements, and the aircraft was saved. And that's why Champagne and ballooning go together to this day, because it saved many of aircraft. Hence her tradition 228 years later. Well, many flights took place and many aircraft were saved with Champagne, where it was very inspiring, and a priest up in Ireland wrote a prayer.
Oh, really?
No, Father O'Reilly.
Oh, really?
O'Reilly.
Oh, really?
O'Reilly.
Really?
Really?
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
O'Reilly. Wrote this prayer. So now I need
And
you
I'm
to kneel.
Irish.
Now I need you to kneel, and this is the more serious part of it. If you know the,
I don't think
if you know the
this is
prayer, let me
serious
know.
at all.
Come on, the winds have welcomed you with softness. The sun has blessed you with warm hands. You've flown so high, so well, that God has joined you in your laughter and set you gently back in the loving arms of Mother Earth. Please drink with your teeth.
I don't,
You can do it. Come on, drink it. Come on, you gotta drink it.
Yeah, drink it.
See, I wasn't near as mean to you.
Come on, Barb. All right. Woo! She's doing it. Good job. Welcome to ballooning. Isn't that crazy? All right. Here's some. The next one can be a mimosa. We got orange juice for you. I wasn't going to
Okay.
throw orange juice out.
Oh, thank you.
Thank God. Sticky champagne's enough.
I got water on mine. That was pretty nice to
We're a
me.
lot nicer. We use water.
I got water on
Now I
mine.
know why I like being on that side of the camera.
Yeah.
Am I done?
That's alcohol
Oh,
abuse.
no, it's on video.
It is.